everyone, my name is Mike Kelly, and this is Politically Uncorrect. This is a video slash podcast, not really sure which direction this is going to go in. It's a show that basically talks about pretty much anything I feel like, whether it's sports, current events, shit like that. Even though the name has politically in it, it really has nothing to do with politics. It's not going to be a show where I'm bashing one side or the other, because that's just going to cause a pissing war between people, and I really don't want that, because I could give two shits about that. The reason why it's called Politically Uncorrect is because I don't really care if I'm stepping on people's toes or if I'm offending people, because anything that I say, I'm just joking. I think it was the comedian Daniel Tosh that said, yeah, everything I'm saying is offensive, but guess what? I'm joking. So with that being said, this is a show where people can tune in, kind of see uncensored shit, I guess. So yeah, the name of the show is Politically Uncorrect. Obviously, if you have half a brain, you can realize that it's a play on words of politically incorrect, meaning things that are not appropriate to say, and it's offensive and whatever. Now, with me, I'm not trying to offend people. It's just I'm joking. So if it offends you, well, I guess you shouldn't listen. And if you're still listening and you're offended, well, thanks for listening. Overall, I just decided to create this because I was tired of seeing all these people get bashed. And I said, well, you know what? I'm going to try doing something and creating a platform where I'm going to say what I want, when I want, how I want, and talk about what I want. So, yeah, there it is. So I guess that's just a small intro about me. Who am I? I'm a fucking nobody. Right now, I'm stuck in my house during this quarantine because of this damn COVID-19. Just like everybody else, trapped inside. Straight up, this is my bedroom. I don't really have a backdrop, and the quality of the camera sucks. Why? Because I'm using my MacBook, but at least I have good audio because I got a microphone that I invested in. As far as the COVID and all that, how am I doing? I don't have it. Hopefully all of you people listening are safe and not exposing yourselves to this thing, and just trying to stay as safe as possible. So also during this time, hey, figured why not take advantage of staying in my house, and instead of doing nothing, do something productive. So here we are. I guess the first subject that I'm going to talk about in this first ever Politically Uncorrect podcast, I got to talk about something that I really enjoy, which is football, but more specifically, the New England Patriots. And sorry, I had to take a break because of all the fucking shit that's going on right now. So, this is my first video podcast. I tried creating one that was just audio, but the problem was I couldn't upload it, whatever. I figured the radio would be a little bit easier, especially, audio would be easier, especially because, I got a face for the radio. I wasn't going to do this whole camera thing, especially because, look at my bedroom. It's kind of a mess. But I figured, you know what? Let's give the people a face to see. I'm just totally kidding. I just figured that it could be easier to post and shit, so I went in this direction. Where to start about the Pats? Okay, so I'm like the biggest goddamn Pats fan, like diehard Pats fan. I don't miss Pats games, like, period. If someone told me I had to come to work during a Pats game, I'd be like, I can't come in. And it's like, well, you got it. Then I'd be like, well. I'm willing to go to that last resort to whatever the worst circumstance is possible just to watch that game. If I lose my job, whatever. Yeah, and people are like, you're nuts. Well, guess what? I'm nuts over the Pats, so whatever. So if anyone has either two eyes or two ears, then clearly you know what's going on, unless you completely live under a rock. I mean, shit, even if you don't pay attention to sports, you gotta know what's going on with the Pats, specifically with Tom Brady. Um, yeah, honestly, I thought for sure he was gonna come back. I mean, a lot of my friends were like, "No, no way! Like he's not coming back." But I figured, you know what? There's no way. Like his last pass in Gillette Stadium was gonna be a pick six. No fucking way. No way. And then just the teams that like the papers were saying that he may was like that could be interested, and then obviously half those teams weren't even interested, and it really came down to like three teams, including the Patriots. And then I was like, all right, well this could be good. Well, until the big bomb was dropped about, I don't know, maybe like a month ago at this point, um, about him signing with Tampa Bay, and I was like, whoa. And I was like, this sucks. But I didn't hate the guy. You gotta respect that he wants to kind of play these next 2 years and try to win on his own without Bill, and have not like a legacy of his own, but just to show, hey, look, like to show all the haters out there, hey, I didn't need Bill. I am this great quarterback. And I mean, if you're that one of those ignorant people that says that, oh, he's a system quarterback, then it's like, yeah, system. If he's that much of a system quarterback, then how come he was able to come back in the Super Bowl in 2016 and to beat the Falcons when the odds were literally completely against him? Like the odds to win that game at halftime were, I don't even, like, minuscule. Like crazy, crazy, crazy odds stacked up against him, and he comes back with his team and we win the Super Bowl. I mean, system or just a clutch player that doesn't lose. That's Brady. He's just a clutch player that doesn't lose. As far as him as a player, I wish him the best and all that. And then at the point, like I was like, hey, look, I may even buy his jersey, his Tampa Bay jersey. It's like this is painful. Like this is the guy that I grew up watching. I'm 27 years old, and I was 8, 9 years old watching this man play for the first time and win us the first Super Bowl ever in Patriots history. Like, yeah, it was like, it felt like part of my childhood had been ripped away, to be honest. It sucked. However, I understood it. Until about last week, when he went on the Howard Stern show and basically said, oh yeah, like, I knew going into last season that I wasn't going to return. What the fuck? Like, what? Like, why would you even say that? Even if it is obviously true. I mean, hey, thanks for the honesty, Tom, but we didn't fucking want to hear that. I didn't ask you to say that. I mean, for the first time ever, he does an interview with Howard Stern because he's no longer in the Patriot system, which obviously the Patriots don't like their dirty laundry getting out there. Totally understandable. I mean, that's the Patriots' way. But to say that, that's kind of a big slap in the face to all the Pats Nation. Like, so, to me, did you just kind of not give a shit about last year? Nah, that's not Brady. I mean, obviously he gave it his all. But I think there's probably times towards the end of the year where he's like, fuck it. Now, am I accusing him of not trying? No. That dude put his heart and soul into that franchise. So there's no way he didn't. But it just sucks to think, like. So yeah, I mean, with Brady, it sucks that he's gone. Sucks that obviously he kind of had that intention the whole time. But at the same time, you know that Bill knew that too. And you gotta obviously know that the organization probably knew too. There's no way that a genius like Bill Belichick would have been like, oh yeah, like he's definitely coming back. Like, you know, if Tom knew that he wasn't coming back, then Bill definitely knew he wasn't coming back. And it's possible Bill didn't want him coming back. I mean, maybe this Stidham dude is the real deal. I don't know. My whole thing has been tank for Trevor, meaning Trevor Lawrence, but the odds of us getting him are probably about as high as me meeting Jesus Christ tonight. Yeah, it's probably not going to happen. But with that being said, this week has been rough for Pats fans. Abso-fucking-lutely. So, Monday, going off of basically what I was saying with Brady, it was the end of an era. Complete end of an era after 20 years. And then the Patriots announced, hey, we're going to release new jerseys. And I'm like, fuck yeah. Like, bring out, like, rebrand, like, the logo. And, you know, even if you do the 1990s, the Royal with the flying Elvis on the sides and all that, like, pimp that shit out. And instead, what do? We fucking unroll or unveil or roll out the same fucking jerseys we already have. The Color Rush jerseys. The only fucking thing that we did different is we made a white Color Rush jersey. The helmets, the same. The fucking blue pants, the same. The fucking jersey from the Color Rush from the year before, the same. Oh, sorry, there's a minor detail that was wrong. That I'm a little bit off on. The font on the jerseys is different. It's the same fucking jersey. I was going for a whole new concept, whole new everything. Like, I'm not saying get rid of the flying Elvis. I'm not saying bring back Pat Patriot. What I was saying was simply